All right, welcome back.
We just wanted to hop on and do like a little recap of 2021 and how our season went, which we got to a lot of races.
Yeah, we did a lot of traveling. We don't really keep track of the miles, but I suppose we probably ought to do that.
Oh, that is a good idea for next year.
Yeah, you probably should do that. I usually track it in how much money we spend in diesel, but holy cow, it's getting up there. But yeah, we got a lot of racing in this year. We got our primary, what we've been doing for the last couple of years is solely NHRA stuff. So
we finished with 8 grade points this year, so we went to 8 different division events.
Yeah.
Small races.
Yeah, and you got to have grade points in order to enter a national event. So we only ran a couple national events, but still, that's 10 NHRA races. That's a ton of traveling.
I mean, if you think about it, it's 10. No, we did 3. We did 3 national events. I forgot we did ZMAX this year.
Oh, how could I forget that? It was such an awesome event.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love that track.
Because it was really like...
Yeah, that was a 2-week trip.
We went straight from ZMAX to Atlanta, and it was kind of...
It was crazy. It was
really hectic.
Crazy, but it was super fun. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. So.
I mean, I forgot about it too. Yeah. So I was like...
Yeah, and we got to visit a new track, which we really love going to new tracks. So, well, actually...
We did 1 new track. Well, we did 2.
2 new tracks. ZMAX, which we forgot about. What else?
Kentucky. Beach Bend.
Beach Bend, which is awesome. I mean, any track that's got an amusement park at it's got to be pretty awesome. So
that was like the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. We also went to No Prep Kings on a last-second deal. Turned out to be super fun.
Yeah.
I know you guys probably saw that video. We went because my wife kind of likes that stuff, so we went so she could go and hang out and see everybody, and that was super fun. And
I gained a lot of supporters from that as well, so that was my channel growth doubled.
Right.
Like in 36 hours.
Right, and that actually sort of it
shined some light on some things for us.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, that event was great. We had a lot of fun, and people don't get to see me race, like our friends and stuff. So I mean, at one point we had like 15 different people out there just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yep. But with that being said, like Autumn said, with some light being shined on other possibilities and what it did for her.
And what people want to see.
For her YouTube channel and what people might want to see. That's kind of led us into looking at maybe a different schedule for next year.
Yeah. So we're not going to completely stop with the NHRA races, but we aren't going to go to as many.
Yeah, we're...
At the beginning of the year, at least.
Right. At the beginning of the year, every year, we say we have to have at least 8 grade points or we can't get in a national event. So we always say, well, 8 grade points, well, you got to figure, every time we leave the house, it costs $1,000.
And we have to go to at least 6 races. Some of them are doubles sometimes, but...
Yeah. So, but with that being said, Autumn and myself, we're kind of looking at some different avenues to maybe race. And we're not going to get into that a whole lot right now. We're going to we're still planning, so we don't know quite yet. But we are working on a schedule for 22.
Yeah, just different stuff. We're not stopping the NHRA stuff, and we're not going to stop with the Nova, but we're kind of pumping the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, and I told Autumn, if you can take that stocker motor out of that car, we can set it in the shop. You can put a little turbo LS in it, a supercharged LS. You can put an NA big block Chevy in it with a stick shift, and you can go and run an MCA. You can be a professional test and tuner, which I like.
Well, I mean, even with NMCA, they have stock. They have stock class too.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying.
Just the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, there's other possibilities. We do not have to do anything. We can go and do whatever.
Yeah, but realistically, the reason that I decided, and you decided with me as well, to do that is because of No Prep Kings and I believe for channel growth, people want to see a variety of things, not just the same thing, the same content over and over.
NHRA is a little bit of a, I don't know.
It's very cookie cutter by the rules. Nothing really changes ever.
Listen, it's not relatable to the average person. I just don't think it's that relatable. It's what we love to do it, but there's nothing says we have to do it. So we do whatever makes us happy. So and we're working that out now. So
we might hate what we do next year, but we can always go back. For the year after.
We got lots of years left of racing, I hope. If everything is status quo, we should be able to keep racing for a little while and whatever. So, if not, then we'll go buy, I don't know, snowmobiles and move in Michigan or something. I don't know. Probably not.
No. So with the channel growth stuff being said, I'm going to start trying to put out one video a week. And I still have racing videos from this year that I'm putting out. Like I'm still putting out Kentucky. I still have to put out Virginia and Bristol.
You got Bristol, which was our last last NHRA
So
stuff.
it went from Kentucky to the Virginia Divisional to the Bristol National.
Right. And you have a Corvette museum.
Yeah.
In Bowling Green that we spent a day there that she'll probably put out a little video with the Corvette museum. It's really cool. So
that's all coming.
But in the middle of all that stuff that we already have,
we're going to be throwing in more current stuff as well. So it's just a variety.
It's not really related to any of that, but it's things that we're getting started on. And so Autumn has a little vacation planned next week, but there is going to be a video next week. And essentially, I think on that video for next week, instead of interjecting another race video in between there, I think I'm going to outline exactly what we're doing with some of these cars. Mm-hmm. So now we have, I can't remember. I think we have 5 car projects.
5? Oh no, we do.
We have that Pontiac, 2 Camaros, a Corvette, and a Nova that we're actively working on right now. And I think next week we're going to sit down and we're going to actually come up with a real plan of what our intentions are for each car, and we're going to outline that as well as a timeline. Now the timeline, it's probably that always gets changed.
Be really weird.
We have one car that we're doing, and I'm having trouble getting parts. Like I can't get some parts for one of them. Another one, same deal. We ordered a bunch of big parts, and it just everything's on back order. You can't get anything. But we're gonna talk about that next week. That'll be our next week's videos. We're gonna outline our plans for next year and all these freaking cars that we have to work. Holy crap.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
For 2 people, that's a lot.
Yeah, we have 5 cars that we're actively working on right now.
For 2 people with regular full-time jobs and working on 5 cars for YouTube.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that Autumn works a lot on weekends, and that's when I have off. So we are probably going to be doing some things on some weird hours, but it's all good.
The good thing about that, though, is I can usually get off in the mornings on weekends, and that's when you like to do car stuff most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
And I can usually get off in mornings.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah. That'll work out.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
One way or another, it's going to work out.
We always do.
Yeah.
But
So obviously, I don't think we really touched much on the fact that obviously it's Christmas.
it is Christmas.
So we are doing loads of Christmas stuff. Our family is huge Christmas. Our house we got.
It looks like Christmas threw up in here. It could be like a Christmas display house.
Yeah, we have 2 real trees decorated in the house. We probably have 4 or 5 other smaller whatever trees that are
Oh, it's got to be like 6 or 7 fake trees.
that are around the house, as well as a massive amount of Christmas
ornaments and decorations
all over.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It literally looks like Christmas threw up in our
The house obviously it's lit up outside, and Christmas is a big deal for our family. We've always treated it like that. So the reason why we're not really working on cars right now is because our focus is on the end of the year. We've been real busy at work, and we're all dealing with Christmas and everything that comes with that, and trying to enjoy that as well.
Yeah. And I mean, we do a lot for Christmas. Like
Yeah.
it's always thrashing until the last second.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm wrapping presents on Christmas
Yeah.
morning.
And so I know this may not go over really well, but I actually, we have some racing friends. We don't have a ton of friends. All my friends are extremely close friends. I don't have a lot of them, because just like everybody else, people are assholes and they crap on you, and I don't put up with that. But I've got a few real close friends. I love these guys, but there's somebody that probably isn't going to like that I'm going to actually mention this. But I am going to mention that for the past couple years, 2-3 years, we get a lot of help from our engine guy. He lives right down the street. His name's Mike, and Mike gets us basically parts at his cost and lets us use his equipment and run around at his place. And I just want to take just a second to say thank you to Mike, because he's always helping us out no matter what. So even
if we have a question,
even with stupid questions, he's always there to ask my stupid questions. And
you may answer your stupid questions.
Answer my stupid questions, and the guy's golden. So I just want to touch on that for a second. I mean, I think that's probably about it. We just wanted to say thanks to everyone for watching the videos, the growth of the channel. Autumn's going to ramp this up. She's not going to give up. I know this channel hasn't grown very much.
It's been a long 2 years.
Yeah, but she tries. I won't say that she's as diligent as I would like her to be, or that I would be about it, but she wants me to help her. I'm here to help. Thank you to everybody that takes the time to...
it helps. It makes a big difference.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not the guy that says, hey, oh yeah, we're going to get rich on YouTube. That's
not what
absolutely
we're doing.
not going to happen. Like the guys that make big money on YouTube, that shit has sailed. Those guys were probably making videos 10 years ago or something, and whatever. That's not going to happen. What I would like to see is for Autumn to get an education about how the world works, and showing that diligence pays off, and you get, the more you do, the more viewers you might get, and whatever. So thanks to everybody for hanging in there with that.
Yeah, thank you. Especially the people that have been here for
a cool minute.
A while.
Yeah.
And even the new ones. Y'all are cool too.
Yeah.
And the interaction. I've gotten a lot more interaction, and that to me is really cool.
Yeah, the fact that someone would take time out of their life and ask a question or comment or something, it means a lot to me, because time for me is really, like, I work a lot, and I try to do as much as I can with my wife or my kids, my new grandson, all that stuff. So I know how precious my time is, so it means a lot when I see somebody actually go on there and comment and stuff. So that's cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, so thank you. I think that's it for me.
So one of the last things, just real quick, my helmet did expire this year. This year was the last year that I could use my helmet that I bought, like, had to be 9 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was SA 2020 was one of the helmets that went out this year. Is that what it was?
Yeah, so mine was an SA 2010.
Oh, I'm sorry. SA 2010 is one of the helmets that are no longer legal to run with anywhere you race that checks. So probably NMCA, NHRA for sure. NHRA is all about the rules and safety. And that's part of the reason why we race NHRA, because I promise you,
they're all about the safety.
They're all about the safety, as am I. So.
But my helmet expired this year, and I've had the same helmet for I think 9 years.
Yeah, she loved the helmet, and honestly, I don't like it. It's a beautiful helmet, carbon helmet. It's awesome. But
that was harsh.
But well, listen, for me, that I own a helmet, something like that one. Mine's an Impact. But once I bought it, I realized how small the field of vision was in it, and I'm like, oh hell, I don't even like this thing. I'm thinking like open face helmet and shit.
I hate that.
She loves the helmet, and she looked at other helmets and she said, listen, I like this helmet. I want the same helmet. But she bought a helmet, and then
I had it sent to get painted by a painter that I have been following for, it's been at least 4 years, maybe 5 years, but then I met him in person 2 years ago when we went to Indy, the U.S. Nationals at Indy. So I told him there, I said, as soon as I get a new helmet, I'm going to have you do it. And he was like, oh yeah, no problem, get a hold of me. We ended up being Facebook friends. This year was the year that my helmet expired. I got my helmet. I shipped it straight to him in September. I think it was September. He started working on it probably 2 to 3 weeks ago. Probably around there. I finally got it back. And
well, not finally, because he didn't even have it that long. Because normally when you send a paint or something, you never get it back. It's in painter's prison.
Finally for me, I mean, like, I'm really excited.
Only because she says that because she was excited to see the helmet, because she gave him pretty much a couple different ideas and creative range. I didn't give him
ideas. I just gave him a couple of key elements that I wanted in it.
Yeah.
And everything else, I said, do what you want with it.
Right. The guy's paint's so awesome. She just wanted him to just
use his brain.
Yeah.
So, the helmet this is the helmet.
And I know that more than likely this video will never do this thing justice.
Ever.
It really needs to be outside. It is, I mean,
it's immaculate.
When she pulled it out of the box, I don't get taken aback by much, but I was like, wow, that is nuts.
Yeah.
So
obviously, since it says Disco Nova on the back and it has a girl from the disco era dancing, I'm obviously not putting up the Nova.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no matter what drivetrain's in it, it's still the Disco Nova.
Still the Disco Nova.
So, but yeah, it's amazing. So who is this guy?
His name is Travis Hess, and him and his dad owns a body shop in West Virginia called Bucky's Limited Auto Body, and he does like helmets and cars and stuff. And I mean, he just
knocked it out, literally like home run, knocked it out of the park. It's nuts. So I mean, I
was literally, when I pulled out that box,
floored.
I was floored. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
This was my helmet. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So, I'll put in some pictures though that I have like of it in the sun. Those don't even do it justice, honestly, but I'll put some pictures in.
Yeah.
But
yep. So you got a new skid lid for the next 10 years. 10 years, I think, is what it's good for. So
I'm excited.
Real quick, I want to wrap this up real quick. Autumn asked me, "Hey, I love this helmet so much. What do I do to protect the helmet?" And I said, "I don't know. Get it ceramic, whatever, waxed, and whatever." And I thought I didn't really. I was like, that's all I could come up with. And then I thought the next day, you know what? Maybe like the company. I know that a lot of people do it, but the company that I've seen is called Expel, and they do clear wraps on cars, and it is ridiculous. Like if you own a Ferrari, that's the kind of shit you do to it, I guess, because it's extremely expensive. But I was thinking, hey, maybe have it clear wrapped. So if you did, like, if you bang it on the roll bar or whatever, that it's not gonna knock the paint off of it. So
I am gonna look into that.
If anybody's had that done, like had something clear wrapped to protect it, like a helmet or something else or whatever, comment about it. See, because Autumn was going to contact somebody to see if they could actually do it.
I don't even want to use this thing. I want to buy another one so I don't have to use this.
No, you got to listen. You got to use everything. Use it up, enjoy it, and let everybody see it.
I don't have any money left to buy a new one. I have to use this one.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah.
But I think that's mostly it. Travis knocked it out of the park. We've got new stuff coming, and
a lot of new car crap.
We'll elaborate way more on
next
that.
week. We're going to just talk about the projects. So I hope everybody had a great year. I hope everybody has a fabulous Christmas, a happy New Year, and we'll get back with it next week.
Very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And cool. I'm probably going to go watch The Grinch now.
That's not a terrible idea.
Nope.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.